When you look at D'Antoni's offense, even though obviously it caters towards James Harden and Russell Westbrook, who deserves so much credit for his brilliance in terms of being patient enough to go through these months to figure things out with D'Antoni and Daryl Morey, adjusting things a little bit, going small ball. But you still have an open offense where others should be able to step up. What we're learning about Houston is that Russell Westbrook and James Harden on most nights is going to get theirs, and they are going to deliver the goods. But the offense is also, it also facilitates and enables others to step up and get something done because there's open shots to be made. There are a plethora of opportunities. The pace of play is quickened. You are getting more offensive opportunities. There's no excuse for it just to be about James Harden and Russell Westbrook when you have the kind of offense that D'Antoni has created with the fluidity that they have. When you can't find a way to step up and deliver, it gives folks down the line as the playoffs approach just some nuggets of material to strategize against you. And that's why I don't dismiss this. I'm not saying it's a huge thing because it's a regular season game in March. But I am saying I'm not going to just summarily dismiss it as just another game and it's nothing.
Covington dropped 20. My man, Danwell House, boy, what a pickup he's been. Dropped 20. But no, it's no big deal. Look, first of all, the Rockets slept on the Knicks. Come on, no one takes the Knicks seriously. They slept on them, and so their defense was shoddy, right, especially in the first half. That's the first thing. The second thing is, the small ball the Rockets are playing, they're trade-offs. It's not like it's invincible. There's a way to be. If you dominate them on the glass, particularly when they're missing shots, you're going to get a lot of second opportunities. Julius Randle with 16 boards. So, yeah, and by the way, they're also daring you. Go ahead. If you have a post player, which most people don't nowadays, who can take 20 shots, good for you, right? But most teams also don't have that. But even if you do, you might lose the game. The point is this. Since the Capella trade, except for one weird game in Phoenix, every loss they've had, and there haven't been that many, one possession. So even when they're sloppy or the thing isn't working or the other team's out rebounding them, they're losing by one possession.
Yeah.
One possession. And now do that over 7 games. Beat that style over. Of course the risk is that they're giving up, offensive glass. What are you going to do? No second chances.
Out-rebounded them by 31.
No doubt. That is the downside. But and here's the thing. It gives them a chance to beat anyone. While they're giving that up, rather than going down tough and being a tough second round out for some superior team, the way they're playing, while it's risky, because they could lose games like that, gives them an actual chance to win. So we haven't learned anything new, and they slept on the Knicks. No big deal.
Where are you?
Monica, what was the question again?
The question was, is this a big deal or no big deal that obviously the Rockets lose to the Knicks in New York?
Okay. I brought you guys some visuals to help you guys better understand this. Bear with me. Can I have a single shot, please? Thank you. Just want the visuals to align with the fans. First off, no, not a big deal.
Wait, hold it higher.
Wait, no.
Secondly,
hold on.
Stop it. It's NYC nightlife.
That's right.
Okay.
And last, that's where it is. And let's go here. It's the Knicks.
Yeah, no one's getting up.
It's the Knicks. Can I tell you guys, when you're a player in the league, you don't take bad teams seriously. And it's fine that they said all the right things to say. It's New York City, guys. You know there's a GQ nightlife party on Sunday night? You know there was some off time in between the big game where everybody crowned them to be great against the Boston Celtics and they played phenomenally. This is what the league is, guys. This is what the league is. No disrespect to the Knicks, but that's how people look at the Knicks.
If it wasn't for games like that, the Knicks would have no wins.
And all I'm saying, and it's great. Great that R.J. Barrett dropped 27, but this is how guys do it. This is how guys kick it. We've seen them on the cover of GQ Party Nightlife. Guys have it on Sunday. The game's on Monday. Guys maybe aren't as ready to play, but guys don't feel like they need to be at the optimal level of their game in order to beat the New York Knicks. That's just what it is.
I don't have pieces of paper like Jay Williams. I don't have pieces of paper like Jay Williams says. I just have me, okay? And you can look at my face. Here's the deal. Jay is wrong. Here's why.
Tell me why I'm wrong, Stephen A.
Kobe Bryant, God rest his soul, once dropped 61 at the Garden. Michael Jordan dropped a double nickel at the Garden. LeBron James put on the show, had a couple of 50-plus games at Madison Square Garden. I believe James Harden once put on the show at the Garden. Steph Curry almost dropped over 50 at the Garden. What I'm saying to you is this. all of those times, the Knicks were the Knicks. except the Jordan era. But for everybody else, the Knicks were the Knicks. They were sticking up the joint. They were a perpetual dormant team, and laughing-stock embarrassment, et cetera, et cetera. But the Mecca that is Madison Square Garden, the bright lights of the big city, particularly in this day and age when individual brands seem to matter so much to everybody, usually when folks show up to Gotham City, their mentality is that they individualize everything, and this is my opportunity to put on a show. Matter of fact, I remember Russell Westbrook putting on the show when he was with Oklahoma City, tore the Garden down. What I'm saying to you is that that's the point. You take those things into consideration in the stage that you have. I don't want to hear about the nightlife, because that's always been the case. Anytime you got overnight in New York City, of course, that's always been the case. But it still don't stop you from showing up at the Garden.
Stephen A., do you think the players don't respect the Garden anymore?
Well,
that may be what's happening.
Yeah, the new Mecca's across the river.
Can I ask you guys a question? Do we have the same heat for when the Lakers lost to the Memphis Grizzlies? Do we have the same heat for the Clippers when they lost to the Sacramento Kings?
No.
But now we want to have heat for the Houston Rockets.
I'm not having
they
heat.
lose to the Knicks.
No.
Now it's a big deal.
But see, here's what you're missing. We're analyzing and dissecting the Houston Rockets because they're doing something historic. Yep. With D'Antoni just going small ball, playing guys 6'6" and under, okay, just 10 games ago. We've talked about the Houston Rockets more in the last 3 weeks than we talked about them all season.
Stephen,
that's a fact.
I can
because
analyze
of what happened.
I can analyze even when they have wins.
They lost because they slept on them.
The
shot wasn't falling, and Julius Randle grabbed a lot of rebounds.
I am not sweating that. I understand that. But what I'm saying to you is that when you look at them, if you're thinking about a way to expose them come playoff time, all I'm saying is that now that they've made this adjustment to small ball, you're looking for little things. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you didn't know that before this game?
Yeah, what did you find?
If they miss shots and they don't get the rebounds, they could be in trouble.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.